In this lesson, I want to continue to show you how to further manipulate audio and adjust levels and so on and so forth within your sequence. And so we learned in a previous lesson that you can adjust levels by simply clicking on this white line to adjust up and down, control click or right click on the audio and select the gain feature. That was in a previous lesson. Now I want to talk to you about the manipulation of audio where you have separate tracks within the video. So as an example, I'm going to bring in an interview that I conducted with a surfer. I'll double click on this clip here. And he's holding a wireless microphone, of course, and the receiver is on my camera and it's plugged into one channel within the XLR connections of my camera. I have two XLR connections on all my cameras, and the other XLR connection had a shotgun mic. That shotgun microphone was, of course, mounted to my camera, and it was plugged into the other channel so that I could pick up the background sounds of the event and of the ocean. And I knew that when I was going to capture this, that his wireless mic would go to one channel and the shotgun mic would go to another channel, because in post I want to be able to manipulate those and adjust those levels independently. So if I play this clip back, let's play this back, you'll see here I've got two separate levels. He's talking and the ocean in the background. And the ocean in the background is about the same level as him talking, so it's hard to understand him. However, when I mouse click and drag this down into my sequence and I play this back, just as a reference, Adobe actually plays both tracks or channels evenly, which is something I don't want. Now it's actually got a little worse. However, I can do the following. So as an example, I'll mouse click on his microphone, which is this track here, track 2. I'll drag that down so that we don't hear him, and I'll turn this up so we can hear just the background sound. Here we go. And that's with the shotgun microphone that I had that day. So not too bad, but let me turn this down now and we'll use his wireless handheld mic and let's listen to that.
When the waves are like this and there's
wow, what a difference.
Pumping, you know,
I don't hear the ocean at all. I could only hear him, which is exactly what I wanted. So now I have some options. I can adjust his background audio, maybe -5 point something, adjust his microphone audio, and now I'll hear a little bit of the background with that blend, and I'll hear mostly him.
Well, when the waves are like this and there's
big difference. You see, I still want that background audio. It's nice to hear him speaking, but that background audio, I feel, draws the audience in. You know, that background sound of the ocean or of the event. It really helps the viewer kind of get into what you're showing them. And you can only do this, of course, if it's captured a certain way. If you've captured it with separate microphones and then you import the audio as mono tracks. And I showed you how to do that in the import lesson. So that's great, because now I can blend these separately and I've got great manipulation over the audio. So I feel real good about that. The other item that I want to talk to you about is track control. And I'll even say global track control. So I'll mouse click on my play, I'll drag it back. And I'm going to navigate up here to the audio track mixer. I'll click on this. And basically this fancy little guy here allows me to globally control the tracks on the entire sequence, which is really cool. Basically, I have these sliders here. And there are 4 available and 1 master. And basically, there are 4 tracks down here. If I add more audio tracks, let's say I added 2 more, then I would have 6 audio tracks with still my master. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now there's a lot going on here, and I just want to cover the basics. But basically it works like this. If I were to push play, right, and I wanted to adjust the volume of track 1, which is this track right here, I can mouse click and drag this down, just like that, and that adjusts it, or I can drag it up to increase it. That's just that track. Now I could do the following. I could mouse click on the master output and drag this down, okay, or drag it up. That's pretty straightforward. Again, this is what I would call global audio control. Now, the great thing about this is, again, you'll see the different audio levels appear as you go through your sequence. So once I get over here to this point and I push play, you'll see I've got 2 tracks. This is the background track. And of course, that's his microphone, or I can mouse click and drag this up and turn his mic down for whatever reason, which I don't want to do. Before I forget, I want to show you another really cool feature that allows me to record my actions over here with these sliders for all the different tracks. It's very handy, actually. So to show you, I'm going to click over here at the beginning of my sequence, and I have to navigate up here to the top, mouse click on this option and select right, and then we'll do it to both channels right. So I've got right selected in these. When I push my space bar on the keyboard or go over here and push the play button, I can adjust the volume. Take a look. I'll just do this dramatically as an example. So I'll go up, I'll go down, I'll do it to this track, up and down. We'll do it again over here. We'll increase it, we'll decrease the audio. Now when I stop the playback and I play this, I put this back to the beginning, I play that back, it'll memorize what I did. See how that slid down on its own? It basically recorded my sliding actions. So I could, theoretically, when I'm done with my movie, I could listen to it and adjust these sliders according to the volume that I want for each track at any given moment, as long as the right option has been selected. Very, very handy feature that I just quickly wanted to show you, that I think you'll find handy if you do want to use it sometime down the road.